Okay, first off, I just want to say, this thing is insane. Hey guys, welcome to another Monster Hunter World video. Today is the release of the Spring Blossom update, and with it marks the release of the Wyvern Ignition Greatsword. This is the rocket-propelled weapon that has these sort of exhausts, like jet engines in the back of it that power up as you charge up your attacks. It looks amazing. If you guys want to know how to get this thing, you can check out my previous video. I'll leave a little card you can click or tap on in the upper right hand corner anyway, a lot of people have been waiting for this thing to finally come out, myself included. So I got it as soon as I could, and I got to work trying to find the best set for it so I could bring it to you guys fresh out of the oven. And boy oh boy, is this thing spicy. Before we get started, you see that little pixel right there? White sharpness, not a little bit? You already know what that means. Now please, remain calm. I will also be including sets that don't use protective polish, but using protective polish is probably the best set for this thing, and I'll show you guys why. Now the weapon, obviously, is going to be the Wyvern Ignition Impact. This is the fully upgraded version of the weapon. For every set in this video, I've set up the ignition the exact same way, and that is with an attack increase and an affinity increase augment, and 2 expert jewels on both its level 1 slots. For the armor in the first set, we're going to be using the Nergigante Helm Alpha, outfitted with 1 attack jewel. The chest piece is the Damascus Mail Beta, outfitted with 1 attack jewel and 2 expert jewels. The gauntlets are the Diablo's Nero Braces Beta, outfitted with an Elementalist jewel and an Expert jewel. The coil is the Nergigante Coil Beta, where we will slot our Protective Polish jewel. And the boots are the Nergigante Greaves Beta, outfitted with a Tenderizer jewel. The charm we're going to be using is the Exploiter charm to max out Weakness Exploit. As a whole, this gives you level 5 attack boost, level 5 critical eye, maxed out Weakness Exploit, maxed out Focus, maxed out Maximum Might, Protective Polish, and a non-elemental boost. This would then put you at 50% crit chance raw, which will turn into 100% crit chance when hitting a weak spot. Protective Polish means you will always have white sharpness in this set, and since we don't have speed sharpening, we're going to be using Wetfish Fins to keep it active throughout the entire hunt. This set then becomes the strongest elementalist set over the previously reigning king, the Jagras. Thank God. If you don't have Protective Polish, then you can try this instead. Replace the helm with the Dragon King Eye Patch, outfitted with a Mighty Jewel. Replace the gauntlets with the Kaiser Van Braces Beta and fit them with a Charger Jewel. Slot in an Elementalist jewel in the coil, and replace the boots for the Death Stench Heal Beta and fill them out with Expert jewels. And finally, use the Mighty Charm 2 to max out Maximum Might. With this, you'll still have that 100% crit chance on a weak spot and hit super hard. You'll have a slightly bigger chunk of white sharpness, albeit not that big, but it'll get the job done anyway. I've had to say that one a couple times in my life. Now this weapon is a great elementalist choice, as we stated before, but what if you want to make use of that huge hidden fire element? For this, the helmet we're going to be using in this set is the Diablo Nero Helm Beta, slotted with a Release Jewel. The chest piece is the Rathalos Mail Beta, outfitted with an Expert Jewel. The gauntlets are the Kaiser Van Braces Beta, outfitted with a Critical Jewel, but in reality this is a spare slot. You can feel free to slot in whatever you want in here. The coil is going to be our second Rathalos piece, the Rathalos Coil Beta, again outfitted with a Protective Polish jewel. And for the boots, we're going to be using the Kirin Leg Guards Beta to fully unleash that hidden fire element. I slotted it with 2 Expert jewels as well. And finally, for the charm, we're going to be using the Focus Charm 2 to max out Focus. Now as a whole, you'll have level 5 Critical Eye, level 3 Free Element, maxed out Weakness Exploit, level 3 Focus, level 2 Fire Attack, 1 Critical Boost, and Protective Polish. With this, you'll have 65% crit chance when hitting a weak spot. Thanks to Critical Element from the Rathalos Mastery set bonus, your damage will be quite high. I also want to make a quick note that if you're looking to make this set and don't have a bunch of Expert jewels, this thing can have up to 5 fire attack jewels until it reaches its cap, so it can get pretty nutty. But of course, less crit means less use out of critical element, but your damage base will be higher, and it is also a valuable option, so don't discard that. Now if you don't have Protective Polish, I got you covered. You can instead replace the chest piece with its alpha variant, slot in 2 Charger jewels on the gauntlets and the coil, and swap out the charm for the Handicraft Charm 3. With this, you'll have a bigger chunk of white sharpness while still retaining that full fire element, the focus, and a relatively high crit chance. Well guys, those are my sets for the Wyvern Ignition, the brand new Greatsword. Let me know in the comments if you guys have gotten your hands on this thing yet and what are your thoughts on it. In the same vein, if you guys have any suggestions or sets, leave them in the comments, and as always, I'll check them out. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful or at least entertaining, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.